everybody. I'm gonna wait for everyone to come online. My name is Suzy Kaitman. I am the owner and founder of the Ballet Lounge here in Vancouver. And basically we specialize in adult ballet and we offer ballet for everybody. Oh, there's some friends coming online. Hi, what's up? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. Hello. I'd love to know where everyone is tuning in from. Feel free to write it down in the comments. Oh, hello, Teresa. There is my ballet girls. Welcome. Hi. So I know some of you are tuning in from Van because I know your lovely names here on Insta. If you're not in Vancouver, let me know where you're at. I'd love to always know where you guys are tuning in. Toronto, what's up? I love Toronto. I was just in Toronto there in January. My husband is an artist. He actually painted the ballerina painting behind me. It's not what he does though. He does like abstract, sick paintings at the Bogie Gallery. So check him out. Hi, Calgary, UK. What's up? Well, represent Calgary. I'm from Calgary, born and raised. I just moved to Van 10 years ago, just. Yes, hello from Calgary. Oh, that's so cool that people are tuning from the UK. That's so lovely. We actually have a dear client of ours who's been taking her Zoom classes from the UK because she recently moved from Vancouver, and it's been the silver lining of all of this madness in the world. We've been able to tune in with clients from all over the world, so it's been so cool. Yes, thank you. It's such a beautiful painting, hey? I know, it's gorgeous. If you want to check him out, Eric Louis. He is super, super talented. It's my only ballerina painting he made me, pretty much. I love it. Well, everyone's coming on. I'll introduce myself. I am Suzy Kaitman, but you can call me Suzy Q. And I am the owner and founder of the Ballet Lounge here in Vancouver. And we specialize in adult ballet. So if you are a beginner and you've never danced before, this is gonna be the perfect class for you. And if you have danced before, we're just gonna review all the basics. And it's gonna be a great workout because ballet is hard. Hashtag. So the class I'm gonna take you through is more of a traditional ballet class, done to really pretty piano music. But we also offer tons of other great classes at our studio. I have a trademarked class called Ballet Fit, and it's adult ballet, done to really awesome music, and you learn full-on technique and everything, so it's a great class. And then we have fitness-based classes too, because I'm also a personal trainer. So we have stretch classes, we have more like, conditioning classes, where we make you do push-ups and squats, because it's good for you. But then we do stuff for dancers and conditioning and ballet. So this is a little tidbit of what we offer. Hi, yes, yeah, dancing. We're gonna dance today. It's gonna be so awesome. I just want to say a quick shout out to Impact Magazine for letting me take over their Instagram today. It's been a lot of fun. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. I've been doing a few of the Instagram lives since COVID, so I've kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more than the first time I did my first Instagram live class today. So super, super stoked. Make sure that you are aware of our contest that's happening right now. So it is sweaty selfie contest, okay? So all you have to do is post a picture of yourself with that nice glow, and then take Impact Magazine as well as Liebert Fitness. It is in the stories there, the tags, so you can find it. You gotta tag them, and you also have to use the hashtag Sweat Across Canada. Okay, it's all in the stories there for you if you forget any of this. And if you really don't want to post a selfie because you're feeling kind of shy, you can take a picture of the video, and if you want, you can take a picture of me doing this, or this, or this. That's okay too. So it's totally fine, but you still gotta use those tags and hashtags, okay? All right, well, let's start getting ready for class. I have a bar, but you don't have to have a bar, right? You can do ballet anywhere. So if you got a chair, not with rolls, but like a sturdy chair, kitchen counter, a couch, holding onto a wall. Our clients have gotten really creative with our online classes with what we do with our space. You don't need a lot of space. because we're going to be just mainly staying on the spot today. So that's the good news. My volume sounds good and everything? Yeah? Perfect. So let's go over some basics before we start dancing. I'm going to stand over here so you can see my feet a little bit better. So the first we're going to talk about is our legs, okay? So this is a position called first position. We're going to be here a lot today. And what we need to know is something called turnout. So if I stand like this, I'm in parallel, I am turned in. Turned out means I'm externally rotating from the hip socket. So take your leg out, rotate it, and bring it in. Yeah, both of them. And guess what? Turnout comes from the booty, right? So you're gonna squeeze your butt the entire class. And that's why dancers have great booties. We call it the ballet booty when you get that nice little perk. So just squeeze it all class, maintain turnout. So this is your first position. Another position you get to learn today is second position. So stand wider. I like to stand a little bit wider than my shoulders for the warm-up because when we bend our knees and do a plie, we want the knees to go to the side. We also want our knees in line with our ankles, right? We don't want to have them too close like this because you need to get down. And you're going to open. If it's too close, your butt will stick out, and now that's a squat. Well, not a proper squat, but you know what I mean, right? That's not what we want to do in ballet. Keep the bootay in. Next up is third position. So you're going to put one foot in front of your other one, like at the middle of your other foot. And this can change depending what foot's in front. If you know fifth, work in fifth. If you are a veteran in ballet, you can make all of my exercises hard today because this is a beginner class. I'm going to be mainly in first position, and I'm not going to be doing a lot with my arms, okay? But I'll review the arm positions for you today. So with my hands down, it's called Grub Up, and literally it means arms down. If you look at my hands here, they're in front of my thighs, yeah? So you want to have this nice oval shape. So don't be too straight, don't be too round, you want to be long. And this is the beginning and the end of usually a lot of exercises. This is your first position. So if I turn to the side, right, I'm keeping that oval shape with my arm, and my hands are in line with my belly button. It just looks nicer than this. It's also just a roll. So that's first position. There's also second position. Now, second position is a little bit harder, guys, okay? So if you do go to the gym, and you know when you do like shoulder raises, you don't want to do shoulder shrugs, unless you're doing them on purpose, right? Keep the shoulders down, bring your elbows up. So you have to really make sure you have a nice long neck, and this is going to be really working your upper body, and we're going to be in second position a lot, so you're going to feel it. Be careful of the chicken wing. This happens when you're concentrating on your legs. Don't worry, I will remind you. Elbows up, and then you're going to feel it along here, which is awesome. Now if you look at me sideways, my arms are curved, okay? So don't have your hands too far to the side. We always want to bring everything forward because we want to be forward in dance. We want to be able to rise up on our tippy toes at any time by being forward. To do like a really specific detail here with my arms, my teacher used to call these umbrella arms, and my friends in Vancouver know a lot about the rain and the umbrella, right? Yeah, totally. So you want to think about if it's raining, which it usually does, not today. It is rolling off your arm, off your index finger. So you just want to have your hands a little bit lower than your elbows. Fabulous. The next one it's going to shortcut to is fifth position because we are going to do this one today. So notice how I'm in an oval shape here, right? It's the same oval shape here as here. Make sure your shoulders are down, right? They love to creep up. Keep them down. And then once again, my hands are forward, okay? So don't have them too far back. We want to be able to rise at any time. So if you wiggle your fingers and you see them in your peripherals, they are in the right spot. Chicka, yeah. I'm loving all the hearts, by the way. I love you all back. So if you're just tuning in, we're just going to get started at the bar. Whatever your bar is today, just remember you're standing at the bar. You want to get kind of close-ish. Bend your elbow and bring your hand forward. Don't stand like this and don't stand like this. You want to be kind of close to it with a nice little bend here. That way when we step into second, we got something to hold on to. which is awesome as well. All right, so let's review our warm-up. And if you're new to ballet, what's really cool is you're gonna sense that body-mind connection. So you're gonna do an inhale and exhale like yoga. Inhale, exhale, prepare the arm to first and open in second. And we're gonna do 2 demi-plie, which means you bend your knees and you stretch. Again, bend and stretch. Now what's gonna happen is to do a grand plie, you go to demi, and then your heels must come off the floor, and then you're gonna put your heels down first before you stretch your legs. And this is very important in order to really warm up your legs and stretch out your calves and stuff, so make sure you put those heels down. We're gonna forward bend. Relax here, just relax your head and everything. And then when you recover, your arm is gonna come up above your head. And we're gonna open it into second, nice and wide. Repeat, 2 small bends, then the big one. In second, heels stay down. It's just the rule. Recover. Side bends next. Bring your arm up, look down at the floor, lengthen through your waist. Come back up, point that toe, bring it in front. Repeat, 2 bends. Yeah? And then the grand plie, the heels come off the floor, just like first position, and then they must go down right away when you stretch those legs. All right? The next thing is a back bend. And it's nothing crazy if you're learning. Bring your arm up to fifth and look in the direction of your arm. Now I'm going to turn sideways here. Your back bend is upper back bend, okay? So don't thrust your pelvis. Don't neck bend it. You want to look to the side on purpose. It takes pressure off your neck, and it's happening right at that upper back. So if you're leaning, say, over this bar, it's like that. So yeah, you do a little back bend here, then recover, and then we're going to go into a position called passe, which is very similar to tree pose, but it's harder because it's ballet. You put your baby toe under your kneecap, get your knees right to the side, and we will talk more about that when we get there. Cool? Are we ready, or are we ready? I think everyone's ready. Yes. Awesome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Beginner Ballet. Let's do it. Prepare the arm. Oh, shoot. It wasn't ready, guys. I had to rewind it for a second. Oh, you have to always be on the music, guys. Otherwise, it's no bueno. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume up, too. Okay, I'm ready. Breathe, prepare your arm, and plie. Make sure the hip is in when you are squeezing your booty. So I'm gonna turn sideways. What happens is we kind of do these grand plies like this, right? Kind of like a little Beyonce move, but no, you have to keep the rotation happening as much as possible, okay? So if I was there with you, I'd be going poke, poke, poke with my finger, and you want to think about opening up like a book, open like a book, open as much as you can. And now you're not done. Squeeze the booty even more as you come up, and you should feel it by the end. It's the same in second. Open up more, right? Always more. And if you're doing it a little bit more, yeah, that's enough to think about. Let's do on the other side. So breathing, prepare your arm. Here we go. Plie. And just squeeze the whole class. Squeeze. Grand plie. Open more. Put the heels down. Forward bend. Stay here. Breathe. Recover. Arm is up. Open second. Fabulous. Now slow bend. Squeeze. Now another thing to think about. We're always lifting through the body, so don't collapse the torso. Side bend. Reaching over. Looking down. Oh, feels so good. Recover. Open up that arm. Point that toe. Bring it in front. Awesome. Last time here. Stretch. Bend. Grand plie down. Knees to the side. Recover. Now bring your arm down. Then up. Look to the side. Think up and over like a rainbow. Then recover. Now if it helps, put your hand here. Keep the hip down as you come up, knee to the side. Now if you fell this way, what you have to do is shift your weight this way, but not like this. Just the lower body. One hand and maybe the other one. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we lower and we finish. Yes. I don't know about you, but that's warming up. And that's what gives you that great, great glow on. All right, I'm going to take off my layer because that's all it took. How is the volume with my music, guys? Thumbs up? Feels okay? You can hear the music and me all right? Yes, yes, awesome, wonderful. I'm glad to hear. All right, so we're gonna move into the next exercise. I always talk about ballet. It's composed of plie and it's composed of tendus. So let's review what a tendu is today. So we're in our first position. The arm is gonna be in second, unless you know what to do with it if you're fancy. And we're gonna do a tendu to the front. You are gonna turn in your leg, you're gonna turn it out, and then you're gonna close. And then you do 2 normal tendu. Front and in and front. Now you go to the side. Side, turn in, turn out, close it in, out, and in, and out. Repeat to the back. Back, turn in, turn out, close, 2 regular. Then again to the side, turn in, turn out, and close, and 2 regular. And then our bounce will be here. But I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what just happened. So if you're new to tendu, first things first, we need to wear slippers or socks. Don't wear those like grippy bar socks because we actually really want to slide our feet into the floor. And there's something a little too much friction in the bar socks. If you have those on, just take them off and put them on inside out. If that helps. And if you're wearing bare feet, quickly put on some socks because you don't want to rip your skin. So if you look at me in slow motion, I'm going to a half point, a full point, and a half point and close. So my foot is always in contact with the floor. So don't kind of do that. And don't kind of do anything like this. Some visuals. Visual number 1, your foot is a tongue right? And you want to savor every single delicious morsel on the floor, right? So you want to really always slide. Another visual that I like is you're at the beach, right? Who does not like the beach? You want to think about pushing the sand. So I'm sliding my foot in the sand, and then I drag my toes in the sand. So every time I do my tendu, I am creating a little crevice. So by the time I'm done my exercise, you can see the movements I did. Cool? That's a lot about tendu. Remember, you want to be turned out always, okay? So when you go to the front, and I'll turn sideways here, you want to lead with your heel. So if you look at your foot, your heel must be leading, not your toe. So lead with the heel, and then when you go back to the opposite, the toes go back. What happens is we don't know what we're learning, and we kind of do things like this, but then now we're turned in and not turned out. Okay? The back is the opposite. You want to lead with your baby toe, and then you want to bring your heel forward. So you're always working the bootay. Pronounce bootay. When you go to the side, if you look at your feet, I want you to think about the angle of your V. So you want to continue the angle. Forget where the side is. Unless you have 180-degree turnout, you don't need to do that. You can just literally continue slightly forward, and this will help you when the leg goes off the floor. Okay, I just talked a lot about tendu. Let's do it. Here we go. Front, turn, in, turn, out. Close. Front and in. To the side. Out. Turn, in, turn, out, and close. Slide your foot. To the back. Back, in, out, and close. Slide and slide. To the side. Out, turn, in, turn, out, and close. Out and in. Out and in. Now rise up in your 6-inch heels. There's no 4 inches or 2 inches. All the way up on your tippy toes. Okay? Also, your feet, your weight is on your 2 big toes, okay? Not on your baby toes, so shift it over. Pull in your belly button towards your spine, like a plank. Yeah? And maybe take your hand off. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your arms and lower. Finish. Nice. Excellent. Pause that. Let's get ready for the other side. So as always, if you're just trying to do because it's your first time, you're doing great. Keep up with it. I just always add more things to think about because that's why ballet is so amazing. You can always add another layer of technique and precision and turn out and pressure to make it even harder and execute it beautifully. So the reason why I love to do the turn in, turn out exercise is because you're really finding it in your hip socket. So just be careful that you don't turn your whole body, that you're really finding it here. So once I go in, I'm gonna rotate it so much as possible. So that's your first thing to think about if you're ready. Remember I talked about the sand, right? I kind of mentioned a little bit, but it's about pressure. Okay, so I'm not just kind of moving my foot around and kind of tapping it, right? I'm actually pushing the floor. I am digging a hole in the sand, and then I'm dragging my toes every time I close. So I push the floor, and I pull all the way in. And this is gonna engage all these muscles in your legs, especially to the side. I want you to think about squeezing your inner thighs, like a lot, and you're gonna really, really feel it. Also the pressure, guys, makes your feet stronger, right? So eventually you can do kicks, you can jump, and if your dreams to go on point, it all starts with tendus. So yeah, it's the foundation. Let's do it on the other side. Here we go. Front, turn, in, out, close, to tendu, to the side, on your ankle, turn in, turn out, drag, push, squeeze, to the back, back, turn in, isolate it in the hip, side, out, in, out, squeeze, push and pull. Yes. Now we're gonna rise up here. So I kind of talk about the plank, right? Really be mindful that you don't do this. I see this a lot. So bring those ribs in, but maybe be a little bit forward. It's gonna feel weird. And if you're like, I got this, you're gonna bring your arms up, but keep the shoulders down. And smile for 4, 3, 2, 1, open. And lower, finish. Yes. All right, so we have covered the 2 basic exercises that now we're applying to everything. So we're going to take our tendu off the floor into a baby kick, as we call it in beginner class. But this can be a battement glissé, a battement jeté, a dégagé. It depends where you go to school, but it's all just baby kicks. So what you're going to do is you're going to prepare your arm to that second position, and you're going to go through your tendu. So it slides, and then it comes off the floor, and then you point it, and you close it. Give it a try to the side. On the angle, kick it, point it, and close it. Try to the back. Kick, point, close, and the side, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to do 2 in every direction. So you're going to go kick, point, and close again. A kick and point and close to the side on this diagonal thing we're talking about. And then 2 to the back. You get the idea, it's 2. And 2 here. If you're super new, as long as your leg is straight and you go point before you close, that is an awesome goal to reach, okay? Make sure you guys don't kick too high. That's gonna be later, so don't worry. At the very end, we are gonna do a balance. We're gonna rise up, and I want you to cross 1 foot in front. So this is actually a position we're doing in our beginner classes right now. It is called 5th position on demi-point, and it's really hard because it's like you're standing on one leg. So as long as you're super rotated, you now need to cross your ankle on your other ankle. So I don't want to see any spaces. You want to squeeze it together. And I kind of joke, it's like Spice Girls when 2 become 1, your legs. And some great things to also think about is your inner thigh muscles. So imagine there's $1 million bill in your inner thigh. Another one here, in your calves and at your ankles, and you are pressing them together by squeezing your muscles. That way, if I come, I can't take your $1 million bills from y'all because you're squeezing it like your life depends on it. And what that does, it creates stability in your legs. It's going to be really hard at first, but with practice, it will get easier, I promise. All right, sounds good. So 2 kicks each direction and a balance in 5th. Let's try it. Here we go. Kick, point, close. Again, kick, point, close to the side. On your ankle, point and close. Again, kick, point, close to the back. Back, point, close. Again, kick, point, close to the side. Out, point, close. Again, kick, point, close. Now rise up, cross your ankles to become 1. Inner thighs, calves, squeeze your booty, belly button towards spine. And this is hard, so if you just want to test it like this, that's okay. Otherwise, your goal is here. Hold it and breathe. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll all fall down. And finish. Excellent. Woo! And it's a great track. A great track. As well. Awesome. So let's quickly talk a bit more about that kick if you're ready for another layer to think about. So remember that pressure into the floor? This is now where you need to use it for power. So I'm not just kicking my leg like this because I don't want to use my hip flexor muscles. I want to push with my foot so hard that it pops off the floor. And in slow motion, it looks like this. My toes go pop, point, Inner thighs, push, pop, point, so it's actually my feet that are kicking my leg up. And this is gonna make your life super easy in jumps and in big kicks if you can get this down. Chicka, chicka, yeah. Awesome. Let's do it on the other side. Here we go. Pop, point, close. Push, point, close to the side. Keep those hips level. Small kick. To the back, back, point, close. Again, back, point, close. To the side on your ankle, point, close. One more. Excellent, guys. We're gonna rise up on our tiptoes. We're gonna cross one leg in front, squeeze everything. Now make sure you don't look down. If you have your camera or your phone there, keep your eyes straight and maybe take your hand off. If you're like, I got this, you're trying to for 4, 3, 2, 1, open second. And then we may fall down. Excellent. Does anyone else have the mustache sweat happening? That's usually how I know I am well on my way for a sweaty selfie. Yes, for sure. And remember, as we mentioned, there is that sweaty selfie challenge coming up right now. So if you want to take a photo of yourself during the class or after class, or if you want to take a quick photo of my sweaty selfie, no, you can as well. How's everybody doing? Is everyone doing great? Yes, doing awesome. Let's move into our next exercise. So this is called rond de jambe. Rond de jambe means circle of the leg. And you're going to draw a circle with your leg. So when you breathe, you prepare the arm to second. And the beginning of a rond de jambe is a tendu. You slide it to the front, you circle to the side, circle to the back, and then you close through first position. And we'll do that again. Front, side, back. Then you go the other way. Back, side, front, and close one more time. Back, side, front. Okay, so it looks like I'm just moving my leg around, but there is a lot of things going on here, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, you are leading with the heel to go to the front. Now, as I go to the side, I am squeezing my glutes to externally rotate my leg to the side. So remember we turned in the leg and turned it out? It needs to be turned out. Now, it doesn't end there. You're gonna keep squeezing the butt as you go to the back. And what happens is your leg likes to turn in. So I like to tell people, if you wanna turn in your leg, you feel nothing. If you rotate it through the hip, you feel it. And that's how you know it's in the right spot. And close. When we go the other way, you lead with that baby toe. You rotate, you squeeze as much as you can. And if you look at your ankle, you want your ankle to be facing the ceiling when you come to the front. So if you only see the top of your quads and your knee, you need to rotate a little bit more. Sounds good? And then we're gonna do some bonus stretching because we're getting a little bit more limber now. So we'll fold over here like we did earlier. We're gonna come back up. The arm will be up. You'll look to the side. You'll do your upper back bend. Open that arm. And then we'll go into our side bend towards the bar and recover. And then our balance is gonna be starting in the passe that we did earlier. Put your hand on your thigh and think about the foot. The foot must go first to extend all the way to the front. If we lead with the knee, we're using our quads. We want to work our inner thigh, right? So bring that foot around and we look at, we want to see that inner thigh and that ankle and maybe balance. Maybe. See how you feel. Cool beans? I love this quick little comment. Yeah. Yes, awesome. Thumbs up. Let's do it together. Prepare your arm. Nice and slow. Front, side, back, close. Again, front. Rotate that leg. Back. every time you go through first position, think about that pressure to the floor. So instead of kind of just closing your foot, think about that sand. I am pushing the sand across as I go through. And then the other way, push the floor away, so there's always that lovely pressure. Cool, let's give it a go on the other side. Prepare your arm. Push to the front. Carry side. All the way back. Pressure through the floor. Front. Side. Back. Other way. Back. Rotate this leg all the way to the front. Push. And back. Side. Front. Let's stretch. Going down. Stay here. Going back up. Now look to the side. Think about going up and then back. Then recover and side bend. Recover. So remember that hip is staying down, knee to the side, lead with your ankle. Now some things that might happen. This might happen. Something about this hip going back. This might happen. Keep it down. What usually happens as well is we're kind of like this. So you need to bring your weight forward. Remember those arms? Bring them forward. And if you're like, this is so easy, you can lift your heel off the floor until you rise. Yes, good. And let's all fall down. If you want to stretch anything else, this is a good chance. Cross your leg over. Sit on a chair, so stick it out. Feels really good through here. And if there's anything else you want to stretch, this is your chance here. Your muscles are warming up. Hip flexor is something that's a nice one. Make sure you tuck your pelvis. I don't say this often. You can tuck it here, but nowhere else. Woo! All right, guys. It's about to get real. It's about to get real fast here. So what's going to happen is we're going to do a fondue exercise here. Fondue means to melt. Yes? So the first coordination you got to know is your foot is at your ankle. And this is called coup de pied, which means the neck of the foot. Your baby toe touches your ankle bone. Every time you fondue, you're going to bend your knees and you want to make a big diamond shape with your legs. And then you stretch the front. You're going to bend your knees again, get your knee to the side, and then you're going to extend diagonal. Then you're going to put it behind your ankle, and then you're going to go to the back, and then you're going to bend in again and stretch the side. Okay, so you're going to do it 2 times. In front of the ankle, to go front. Make a diamond open side. Behind your ankle to go back. And come into the side. Then you're going to hold it here. And we'll worry about that when we get there. So just get used to bending and stretching if this is really new for you. Otherwise, I'm going to say diamonds. And I want you to open this. None of that. Rotate as much as possible to really work through the glutes. If you have bad knees, guys, please be mindful. Every time you do plies, you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your toes. So if you are on one leg and it kind of causes you some discomfort, either don't go so deep or check your alignment. Because if your knee's going this way, it should go more over your toes. Just like when you do squats, when you do lunges, that is the proper mechanics we want to be. So we can dance forever. Yes? Okay. Let's melt, guys. Let's pause that. All right. Nice and slow. Bend, bend, and hold. And stretch, stretch, hold. Every time you come in, big diamond shapes. Extend to the go to the front, remember how we did the développé in the last exercise? It's the same in the fondue, so make sure you don't lead with your knee, that you always lead with your ankle to the front. And then make sure your knee leads the way. When we go to the back, make sure you're lifting under the thigh, and then you open instead of collapsing. If you're new to this, imagine someone, maybe me, with my pointy fingernail, and I'm going poke, 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 so I don't drop. Poke, poke, poke. But we all know it's your glutes that's doing the work, so you're rotated, and then open up like a book when you come down. I know, I make things harder, but it's good for you. Let's do it on the other side. Here we go. Bend, bend, you are open. Now lead with that ankle. Stretch. Now bend, bend, get that knee to the side. And as you go to the side, keep your hip down. And hold. Now bend behind your ankle. Extend to the back. Awesome. And bend, bend, bend. Extend some. Now a little faster. Bend, stretch, front. Knee back, stretch, some. Behind. To go back. And in. To the side. Now check out that leg. Rotate it, hip down, lifting to the body, and this is where chicken wings happen. So make sure your elbows are supported and strong. Hold, smile, breathe, and lower, and finish. Woo! And mustache sweat is happening. It is fully happening here for me today. All right. So we've got just a few exercises I'm going to cover next. I'm going to do Arabesque, and then we do Grub Up, and then we'll be done the bar. I'm going to skip the frappe today, only because I talk a lot, and this might go over, and I'm kind of already going over my 30 minutes. But they said it's okay if I wanted to, so I always go over. If you ever check us out on the Instagram on our page, I always have to kind of post 2 videos for that reason. So we're going to do our Arabesque, which is going to be développé. So what you're going to do, you have your arm in Grub Up, and we're going to do that breath inhale, exhale, prepare first, open second, and we're going to go through the développé. So you're going to go to coup de pied like you did earlier, bring it up to the knee into retiré passé, and we did this before, you lead with the foot. Doesn't have to be too high. Hold it and breathe, lower to a point, and slide in. Then we'll do it again. Coming up, hip down. This is where the diagonal must happen, guys. If you go to the side, you turn into dog at the fire hydrant. So think on a slight angle, right? This is what it looks like from the side. And lower and close. The next one's to Arabesque. So when you go here, remember I talked about the finger? Poke, 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 under your thigh. Squeeze your butt. Stretch it behind you. And then you're going to reach your fingers out and away that way. If you're not ready, don't take your hand off, but it can go forward, and then it goes in front of your face into a beautiful Arabesque line. All right, these are nice and slow, so I'll talk about a lot of things. Let's do it. Prepare. Coming up to the knee. Lead with the foot. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. And close. Coming up. Keep that hip down. sweat. And the more you learn the technique, the harder you work. So it's pretty cool. There were some beautiful moments there. So I'll quickly talk about this balance here. So if you've got a bad back, don't lift your legs so high. Keep it lower. And then we want to really think about engaging our core and lifting through the body. If you go like this, you're gonna fall on your face. So the more you lift up, the more support, and you're using your whole core to maintain balance. With practice, it gets easier. All right, let's do it one more time on the side. Here we go. Coming up, hip down. Lead with your hip and hold. Lower control. Then close. Coming up. Hips are level. Extend on that ankle. I know, just breathe. Whew. Lower and close. One more. Up to the knee. Lift underneath the thigh. Pull up through the torso. Reach those fingers away. And if you can, you're going to reach that hand. It's going to go in front of your nose. And stay down. Then lower and finish at that ball in your back. This feels good after. Awesome. All right, everybody, we are down to the grand finale of the bar exercises. And they are called grand battement, which means big kick. Yeah, so be careful here. You don't want to kick anyone or anything, any pets. So be mindful. That's my favorite part about the Zoom classes we've been doing, is seeing everyone's animals. Even some people have been wearing their babies in the baby carrier. It's so cute. So cute. So watch out for them though. They think it's all a game. So don't kick them. So we just did baby kicks earlier, and literally it's just gonna be a bit bigger, depending on your flexibility and your progression, right? So if you wanna keep them small, keep them small. Literally just go point and close. 4 of them to the front, 4 to the side. Remember, not to the side, to your diagonal side, to the back. Don't do this, right? Lift up through the torso, and then 4 here. And you've done every balance. Yes. So we finish like this at the very end. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. Kick, point, close. And that kick, point, close. 2 more. Slide, point, close. 1 more. To the side on your angle. Keep these hips down. We don't want to kick like this, right? Keep it square. Kick, point, close. 1 more. To the back. Right behind you. And close. Lift up to the torso. And close. 2 more. Kick, point, close. 1 more. To the side. Out. Point. Slide. And kick. Point. Close. 2 more. 1 more. And finish. If there's no balance, you go like this. Wasn't I awesome? Because you were. Fake it till you make it. Ballet's really good for that. In life and in ballet class, right, it teaches you life lessons. Fake it till you make it. For my friends who found this kind of easy, you want to take your hand off the bar, it's a really nice way to kind of see how much balance you have. I always tell people, if you kick to the side and you went that way, it means you got to shift the weight this way. To the front, if you fell backwards, it's because, remember how we talked about not being here? You want to be there, be forward. To the back, don't kick forward, right? You want to keep the lift. Because eventually there is no bar. There's no time for it today, but there eventually is no bar. So finding out where your weight distribution needs to be is very helpful. Okay, this is our last time, everybody. There we go. Sorry, someone tried to call me and I didn't put it on the snooze. They can leave a message. All right, let's do the last one, grand finale, everybody. Here we go. Kick, point, close. Slide, point, everything stays still. So don't move any other body part. But this one. That means you're not going to do this, right? You're not going to do that. You're not going to bend your leg unless told. Two more. Kick, point, close. One more. Now to the back. Behind you. Point and close. Good. Keep your legs straight. Lungs to bend. One more. Now to the side. Out, point, and close. And kick, point, and close. Two more. Last one. Negative, make it. Awesome work, everybody. Oh, I have just a few minutes to spare. Woo. Before Instagram kicks me off alive. Oh, amazing. I hope you all had a wonderful time with me today and you got that glow on. So remember, selfie time right now. Or if you want to take a photo of my glow, that's okay too. But we love seeing you guys, so please do it. Make sure you take Instagram, Impact Magazine, right? Make sure you take Liber Fitness. It's in the story. Hashtag Sweat Across Canada so you can get that awesome suspension training system that you can do at home. You can do it outdoors at the beach with a friend. It is awesome, especially now when you can't really go to the gym as often, right? Depending where you're living in the world. You know, some places are opening more than others. Thank you so much. See you in Zoom class tomorrow. Yes, you will, Teresa. I love that. If you have any questions about our adult ballet and fitness classes, go to www.balletlounge.com or message us on Instagram or on Facebook. We would love to get to know you. If we don't already know you, we are going to keep our Zoom classes on forever. We have clients in Australia, Shanghai, UK, Miami, California, Arizona, so like we are not going to stop. So it's a great way to connect with a great community that we have. And if you're in Vancouver, we just started doing outdoor classes at Sunset Beach and George Wayne Park, and it's epic. It is absolutely epic with the sun and to actually be kind of face to face with people. As you know, a lot of you probably feel that it's cool online, but it's not the same. Our studio is going to be reopening shortly, probably in the next couple weeks. We're just waiting for all our supplies to arrive. It will be at like limited capacity because, you know, the situation of the world. But definitely stay tuned for all those updates if you are in the area. We'd love to get to know you. But otherwise, thank you so much again, Impact Magazine, for letting me take over today. It was such a blast hanging out with all of you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll all chat soon. Ciao. Yes, hearts, hearts. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.